We
want to
do
get
have
married.
some women that have grown kids. And so if their kids are grown, then what is it that they're looking for? What is it that they want?
Well, first and foremost, I think that any person wants to fulfill their purpose. If you believe in God, you want to fulfill God's purpose for you. And so I feel like that starts with you fulfilling things individually before you go into a marriage. And I know we spoke about how women should be shamed into marriage and things like that, but I also feel like you have an obligation to fulfill certain things for yourself, your family, and for God before you indulge into a marriage. And if you're not satisfied with yourself, it's going to be very hard for you to be satisfied with a partner, being married, having kids, whatever. And also, as women, we understand that our duty as women is to be, you know, uh, to give birth to children and to be a wife and to be a nurturer. And I understand that when I make that choice, and that's when we go into being choiceful women, when I make that decision to engage in the familial aspect, I have to sacrifice my life, my business, my whatever in order to fulfill that role. And so I feel like first and foremost, women want to fulfill their purpose. And second of all, women want to be happy and to be loved. But that does not mean that you're just going to settle for any and everybody. You have choices.
Okay, so before the other woman go, and the thing is, I want to differentiate that is men feel like the family is their purpose. But I'm gonna shut up and let the other woman go.
Go ahead. Ish.
The question was, what do women want?
What do
Yeah.
women want?
What do women want? If men collectively in general uh look forward to marriage and raising a family and saying, okay, I want to be the man of the house and raise a family and have that's their end goal. Miss Taken said um that may not be what women want. So what do women want? Is what I'm asking.
I think that women.
Wait, can I just clarify what he said? Because
Please.
I did not say, I did not say that women don't want marriage. I mean, of course, there are some that don't. What I said was marriage does not complete them. And those are two different things.
I apologize.
Mhm.
But see, go ahead. Let me differentiate. But having a family and being a leader is the thing that completes a man, though. So what? That's what I'm asking. What if that's not what completes y'all? Having a family and being there for your husband and children. What completes y'all? Because that's what completes us. And I think that is where the signals are getting crossed at.
I
So
want to clarify something. There is a difference between feeling complete in a relationship and feeling complete within oneself. If I come to you with a load of baggage, right, and I expect you to cater to my traumas, my needs, my whatever it is that I got going on, and anything that I had in my past before you, now I'm treating you like dirt. Is that fair? No, it's not. So if I come to you, fuck what the other guy did to me, I'm not with him no more. So now you're someone different. Now I got to unlearn certain things, but you can only get to that point in your mind or at when you reach a certain mature level. You can't what Miss Taken is saying is you can't just get from one relationship and go straight to the next expecting that whatever the person you're with is going to heal whatever happened to you in the past. Only you are capable of doing that. And when you get into a relationship, then it's to be that. But you don't ever want to go into a relationship with your cup half full and then expecting someone else to fill it for you. It's not
that's
fair,
but
realistic.
that's not I
Oh, yeah.
asked what do
Let's go ahead
women
and get
want.
Aisha in there to answer that question to you guys.
I think that what completes me is the same thing that Kawhi said would complete a man, like having the full circle, having my husband, my kids, like the family unit. I feel like that makes me feel complete as far as my family, but I also agree with Callie. I do think that you also have to be whole within yourself. I know that people always say 50-50 go together, but I'm like, I want to be 100. I need him to be 100, and then we can both come together So I think my overall goal and the goal of most of women is to have a successful marriage, beautiful children, and raise a family. I don't see why that wouldn't be the goal. Like, what you think the end goal would be for us to be lonely, bitter cat women? Like, nobody wants to live that life. I don't
Well,
know people who
yeah.
do.
But
Um,
Taken said that that's not what makes most women complete, or may not make most women complete. Let me not put words on her mouth and make.
I just don't know anybody who doesn't feel that that makes them complete. Like,
I
I guess I hang
Well,
around a lot of people that are in relationships and are married, but I hear women say like that's not all I need, and it's gonna take more than love. But it's just like when you start digging and be like, okay, well, what else do you want? It's always some BS.
well,
exactly.
well, some always say is that, some
Okay.
always says that I don't think that women come off saying that they want to be alone. I think that they've gone through some things, and that may just be their mindset. That's a conclusion that they come to because in order to go through or overcome trauma, you got to get uncomfortable. And a lot of folks don't want to get uncomfortable in life. And so what you hear is a lot of fear talk. Like I've talking to a few women over the past week or so, and I've had to highlight that I hear a lot of fear talk. But it takes me back to what I said. You can say that, and they're going to have an excuse. They're going to have a reason as to why I don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm on the outside looking at you. And sometimes when you are that person speaking, you don't realize how you come off and how you sound. So I think it's going to be an impossible mission for a lot of people because we asking the question, like, what completes that person? I don't think that they know what completes them because they got all these barriers and all these layers of what they're not going to do, of what they need. You're never going to find that. And so you're going to have to, I wouldn't say settle, but I think that you're going to have to live in reality and understand that relationships are complicated. They're difficult. You got to wake up every day and choose to be involved, to be in tune with this relationship. And so based off their traumas, like they're like resisting it. Like they know what comes with relationships. Like they don't know how to put it all together. And you may see that in Tracy Ellis. Like she's dating younger. She's trying to figure because she's going to have more leverage, more control, but she still has yet to marry. I think people desire marriage, but I think that because of their traumatic experiences, they don't have the capabilities of actually being emotionally mature enough to be able to go at it again. And so they find themselves just circling back. Dated this person, gave up the box, it didn't work. Then they go and do it again. Then they go and do it again. And they go and do it again. And by the time they're age 40, they have all this baggage. And you even see some men do it too. Like men that have been hurt, they have all this baggage that they build up and they're unloading on people, and they just can't really live in the reality of understanding how relationships work. It's us that overcomplicate relationships. Relationships are not that complicated. Even if you look at life have a lot of formulas. And once you figure out like the variables and how these formulas work, it's simple. All you have to do is X, Y, and Z, and you will have a successful relationship. But because you can't get your emotions together, it's chaos.